Hey, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're new to tarot, just know that not every Cancer reading is going to resonate. So if you feel like I'm wrong, please just disregard the reading. You never want to try to make one fit. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. Those cards describe a really specific personality, but have nothing to do with the sex or gender of the person that we're describing. Some folks say that the energy is reversed and it's the other way around, and you can go ahead and take it that way if you'd like. All the information for personals is in the description of the video and in the open section of the comments. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to catch more readings, and I also offer membership if you want more content. You can just click join, check out everything I do over there. It's only like $4 a month. I also will do any extendeds there if need be. So we're just pulling a situation and talking about it. Okay, so for those of you that are not new, that always skip to right here for the reading, just know that I've opened up some other social media, so if you want to check out totally different styles of readings, they're nothing like here, you can check me out on TikTok or on Facebook and Instagram. All those links are in the description of the video, but also in the pinned section of the comments. And I did reopen members. It's totally different than it was before. It's only like $4. I just do additional content there, and if there's any extended readings, I take it over there. Okay, so let's look at the spread here. We have Shine. Your light irritates their demons and wants you back. Seeds of change. I'm growing into the best version of myself. Sprouting within me is a seed of possibility. I am gentle with myself in progress. I nurture my personal development with patient attention. We have scapegoating, projective identification, and self-development. The overall energy is the Four of Wands. I have the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Lovers, Gemini energy. the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Cups. You know, it's interesting because I think there's somebody who used to like to blame you for all their problems. You were the problem. But I think, you know, since you left, somebody else has become the problem. Maybe more than one person has become the problem. You know, with the scapegoating and projective identification, literally just somebody blaming you for everything that happened and everything that's wrong with them. But somehow when you exit the scene, your life gets back on track. It looks like you got a better job offer, like you're doing better financially. You have better friends around you. Some of you, you know, you're actually like enjoying life again. You feel like you are at the pinnacle of your success. It's kind of like, you know, I feel like your money's right. You're emotionally set. There's a lot of good things happening here for you. And this person is still fucking miserable. They're still miserable. So how are you the problem? Right? Projective identification. Now, what's interesting about projective identification or projecting is that it's only projecting if the other person takes the qualities being projected onto them as truth. And I think that at some point in time, this person made you feel like you were the problem, that you needed to change. There was something about them making you feel like you weren't enough that made you go harder. Not in a way to benefit them, but in a way to benefit yourself. And this person now is definitely recognizing what they've lost all this time later, but they are still harboring some emotion here. And I think it's negative with this Shine card. It's like, you know, you've been out here growing and improving, working on some type of skill or like qualities that you didn't like about yourself. And this person's just still out here blaming everybody else for their problems. And they're upset because I think, you know, with the wants you back, like you won't have anything to do with them. And it's pretty clear that your life is, like, you literally are better off without this person. It's visible. While this person saw you as the problem, you know, again, they were just projecting. They know that they have problems. They know that they were the issue here, you know, but there has been no self-development on their end. They just are out here bitter. Why is this person relevant right now? Why is this coming up? Okay, so we have the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords. The Sun, Leo energy, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. When I tell you that this person's immature, okay, so like, I think that this person, okay, has lost a lot of people in their life for the same reasons. Not taking accountability, you know, literally trying to make people feel the worst of themselves. I feel like this would be like an overly critical person, you know? Very cold, not very gentle. Let's say that. I feel like you've actually like stayed away from this person, or you've tried your best to, and you really have like moved on for this person. You don't have any feelings for them, but I feel like it's mostly about them stalking you. Like I think they watch your every move, whether you know it or not. Like they sit there from a distance and they're just watching you win. And I don't understand, like why somebody would want to do that. Like, it's kind of hard to not be bitter if you're going to keep reflecting to the past, right? Which is clearly what they're doing. The reason why someone left, like, clearly they're thinking on that with the Queen of Swords with this. Like, they know why you left. They know you didn't even just leave. You, you feel like you escaped, and they know that. But they're so unaccountable that I think this is the type of person who keeps feeling like, they'll never be happy, like they'll never truly like find happiness, like they, aren't part of the problem. Everybody just leaves them. You know what I mean? Like everybody just leaves them. They're not the problem. Everybody they deal with is the problem, And so like, you don't have to tell us why you left this person alone. But the thing is, I think that, I'm kind of getting the energy of like throwing rocks and hiding hands, but tell me more. The Star, Aquarius energy, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. The King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. This person thinks they can affect your happiness, and that's the difference. They plan to, it's like they're coming out of nowhere because I think you don't talk to them, you stay away from them. But just because they can see what you're doing in public, or like they see what's going on with you, they have something to say. Now, what's interesting is, I'm going to keep it real. Like, I feel like this person shows up as two other people. This might sound crazy, but, like, if someone has, like, fake accounts, that's what it's given, is, like, fake accounts. Like, there's two individuals that, like, follow you that aren't really two individuals. It's this person. And every time they feel like you're getting somewhere, like they have something to say. They feel like they can slow down your progress, or like, like something that's going on here. And I don't even think this is just, this would be like, it's social media, right? And I have an ex who's pissed off because like I'm happy in life. This is just an example. I don't know why the camera went all crooked here. Go back. Whatever, I might just have to live with that. It's not worth the annoyance. So I have an ex, and then I'm here and I'm doing tarot. For fuck's sake, the camera, what is happening here? Sorry. So I have an ex, and, they see me online and I'm doing really good, and they realize I have a tarot channel. So they come to the tarot channel and they just say really nasty things under fake accounts, or they come to my Facebook page underneath the picture of, I don't fucking know, my new relationship, some vacation picture that I took with my new boo, and they tell me I'm really fat and ugly. It's like some stupid petty shit like that. Like, this is a person who just can't get over themselves. Like, imagine sitting around and thinking, I just don't know why everybody keeps leaving me. I don't know why, I just can't keep somebody in my presence. But like, you're still stalking your ex. You can't get over things. You're bitter as shit. You're miserable. You always have something nasty to say. Like, you blame everybody else for your problems. It's just somebody who's a mess. I don't know why people act like this, but Maybe they, just are, it seems like they're miserable because they're not anywhere specific in life. Exactly. They're just not in a place where they're happy. There's nothing happening for them. There's no success in their life. I think they had a lot of good opportunities, like a lot of good things came their way, and they were very kind of apathetic to the blessings. They weren't grateful for what was being given to them. And I feel like they failed a lot in life. This is a person who can't see the blessing when it's being offered or when it's in front of them. They can only see it in hindsight and when someone else has it. And they can't figure out why they're miserable, but it's that right there. And they just don't want to see anyone happier than they are, which is crazy considering how unhappy they really are. The Ten of Cups, Strength, Leo energy, the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces. The Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands at the bottom. And the Tower is behind that. Like, somebody's like 35 going on 2. Like, literally like a toddler. Like, they can't deal with the misery in their life. They must give it to someone else, First of all, I don't know who this person thinks they are, but they're not smarter than you. You could be adding accounts knowing it's this person. You know what I mean? Like, knowing that it's them and letting them see what's going on in your life. You know what I mean? Like, if they want to intrude on your business, they can do that. A lot of you are literally really happy and you like rubbing it in their face. Like, so if you're cross-watching and your feelings are hurt because you're watching a Cancer move on with their life, they know you're watching, and that's what you get. You should have minded your business. You should have, it's not your business anymore what this person's doing. But the petty shit, the riding in on this big ass horse, acting like you're going to make a commotion and make a scene and get people to get with you. Like, I feel like, somebody wants to like make a scene. They want to start some problems in someone's either like current relationship or just publicly, because they want your attention bad. They want you to go through something because they are, that this is so stupid, but like, unfortunately, so many people really do act like that today. Like, they want to treat people like shit when they're with them and then be absolutely fucking miserable to see someone else treat them better or just to see them happy or better off without them, to the point where they just can't let go. They can't just like let this person be happy. You had to be fucking miserable with me, and you're going to be fucking miserable when you leave me because the worst thing you ever did was meet me. That's the energy that I get from this person, and I think that's how you look at them too. It's like, first of all, there is no reason on earth for anyone else to be attacking you, so they're not as slick as they think they are. Half of you are just playing them, You know it's this person. And it's funny because really this was their choice. I feel like they chose this. They're the one who made the decision to close things out with you in the past. Like, they had time and opportunity, and it just doesn't make sense that they're mad now. Like, they just need to get it together. For some of you, this person's like they party a lot, or they're like an alcoholic or something, and that's why it like really leads into that issue. Like, they, you know what I mean? Where it's like still petty, still childish, not growing up despite an age. So I really, it's like if somebody is bothering you online and it's not somebody you know, that's not, it's just a fake account. You know exactly who this is. But just know that despite whatever they're trying to say or do, what's really going on is that they're deeply hurt because they still, all this time later, have not gotten their shit together and can't get a single person to deal with their bullshit. They are insufferable, and that is that. And your indifference hurts, Cancer. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.